Enjoy our most famous.
Okay, I guess I'm making a video on the bloggy. This is our ratty
Don't tape this.
hobo. This is a pretty gross living situation. This is what life is like with Megan. Come home, relaxed. Oh, there's all kinds of mess everywhere. I think I'll sit here and knit a bit.
And what are you doing?
With the TV.
Cleaning up.
Making a video, making dinner.
There's my wedding dress.
Oh yeah, it's the black wedding dress. There's not really anything too interesting in here. This is the extra room. This is our crazy like seed starter and stuff. We got cherry, tomatoes, onions, sunflowers. Got a lot of stuff. Sorry for the turning, but I want the. We're not gonna edit this. This is my hobo lumber scrapyard. I got a lot of projects halfway started here, which go into greater detail. This is sort of the tool pit. A lot of hand tools and power tools and junk. I was going to be really exhausting with this whole thing, but I think I'll just keep it relatively brief. I brought it out because we're making dinner right now. Oh, here's the backyard. Dad said it's a little bit of Appalachia slash a cult compound back here. So some wood stacks. Here's some pallet wood that I'm turning into some projects. A bicycle ride home. Oh look, somebody. The vampire is outside. Well, the sun's mostly down, so that's okay. Look, we're warming up. We went out to Olive Jardin last night, and so we're reheating on the cast iron skillet. Paul will like this. I got a nice little adapter running from a propane tank to my cooktop there. Let's turn it down real quick. Let's just see here. It was real hot. And I got my afternoon coffee, soon to be followed up by a little cold beer. We got music in the background. Let's see what we got over here. This is, I got a wood splitting station in the front yard, but this is just to make little bits of stuff. The only thing you can plant in the fall is garlic, so we got some garlic back here. And this is wood chips from the trees that we had taken down. We're going to replant grass back here eventually. Here's some posts I pulled out of the yard from the former fence. Here's the this is not the one that we bought. This is the one that was left in the house, the little potbelly stove we just goof around on and heat up and play outside. This is a crepe myrtle apparently that we bought and planted. And this is my wall of arborvitaes that will soon become, we just put these in, 7. And eventually they'll grow up tall enough to block these 2 neighbor bedroom windows, which I'm pretty sure they're tired of looking at me cook, clean, and do all kinds of stuff. It's a mess back here because it rained like 3 inches and the basement was flooding. Here's their get an outdoor sink, soon to be turned into. This is where we're going to put the concrete countertop that I have stuff to make the mold, but it's too cold to pour concrete. So I did all the plumbing, put holes in the house and stuff, but if you notice, this part of the back wall is white, so I'm borrowing hopefully a sandblaster from Larry, Megan's dad, and we'll turn that back into brick before I install a 400-pound table. How's it going, Megan? Got anything you want to say?
Maybe you should make several small, shorter videos instead of one super long one.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna. I won't go in the basement. I'll just do the floors before it gets dark, and this will be it. All right. Going in the backyard. I mean, in the house. Take my shoes off. I wish there was smell-o-vision because you could smell the turpentine. Oh, there's nothing in this house. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. It's hard to see. We should do it. So these are the southern yellow pine floors. This is the old wood. Turned out really good. It was a dark brown. You couldn't see any of the grain pattern. This is pretty much what all the old stuff looks like. Let's see. Oh, I wish it was brighter in here. I should have done this one as brighter. I'll just go in the other room. This is the wood stove that we installed. I need a flashlight for this. This thing is awesome. Hard to see. What's this do? Yeah, it's not really going. I should have it going for you guys, but it makes the floors smell even worse to have this thing going. But this heats the whole house. It's hard to explain when you can't see it with it's so dark, the details on it, but it's a machine. It's really fun. I think you'll see the floors a little bit better over here. You can see there's nothing really in the house because we had to take it out, and then when Mom and Dad and Debbie and Larry came, we had to put some stuff in there, but it really looks like there's squatters in here. We haven't slept in this house in like 3 weeks because it still smells, and Megan won't sleep in here. So here's the new floor. Hold on. Oh, there you go. So this is more representative of the house. So here's the old floor that we did. This is a tung oil finish. That's pretty exotic looking, pretty neat looking floors. So this is the old stuff that we took down and sanded. Pretty cool. It's in focus. And we did the exact same thing to the new wood. It's obviously a fairly strong color difference, but we're hoping that it oxidizes over time and gets a little darker. But I didn't want to stain it because it got so dark it evens out the color between the light and dark grain, so it's just one color instead of light and dark. And this is light and dark too, it's just a darker version of it. But it turned out pretty good. This is our empty kitchen. Here's the plumbing that I did for the outdoor sink. On the left is obviously the drain. There was already this right there, that was the faucet for the garden hose, and then I put in a hot water on the right. And so we took out all the base cabinets. There's the plumbing for where I guess the regular sink would go. And we have to take out these top cabinets. I believe we're actually going to take out all of the drywall here and just redo it because we got to redo some electrical. But this is sort of the kitchen space, and pretty much where it goes to light and dark, we're going to have an island right here. And I'll show you the hallway. So did a good job on this. This turned out pretty funky cool. This is the hallway, and this was all wonky, and we ripped all this up and redid the subfloor. There's no light in here. Here's the little tiny bedroom. Oh, sorry for the turning. This is too dark here. This is we never scraped the old closet, so that's what the original house color looks like. And this is old wood in our old little room, and then it turns to dark. It turns to new wood. I'll walk you down here. It's gonna get dark. We don't have any lights back here, so you won't see it. But there's some neat colors. You can kind of see it without looking quite as. Look at that funky one right there. That was neat. You can kind of see it. And this room turned out really good. It's getting dark back here. Well, we gotta put all the baseboards. Megan actually painted this room. We have to put the baseboards and trim up, but this is all finished. So, whew, that's bright. Sorry. So, but we're still not living in here. It's pretty much an empty house. That's a pretty good picture of what southern yellow pine floors with a tung oil turpentine mix will look like if you do 7 coats and then make it so smelly in your house that nobody wants to stay in there. But it looks awesome. I guess we can go in the basement. This is kind of scary. It's a little bit of a wreck because we had some flooding issues from the 5 or 6 inches of rain. Megan painted the walls green, of course. Hey, what are you doing down here?
Looking for shoes to wear to the wedding.
Oh. Here's my plumbing that I did for the sink outside. This was kind of crazy. This right here on the left, that's the drain line, so I had to get that in a pretty tight space, come over here and then connect to the main drain, which is the original kitchen, and then ran a T copper pipe with a shutoff valve so we can turn off when it freezes. This is the main hot water that we tagged to. And here's one of our sump pumps, a little well. Dad helped fix that when we painted over it. That was sump pumping all last night. Here's my collection of wood clamps and stuff. And this is a rug that we're drying out. Washer and dryer actually work. A bunch of just stuff we're storing down here. KitchenAid mixture that Adelaide gave us. Kegerator in the fridge with no Kego beer in there. Haven't done that in a while. There is some canned beer in here. It's not a lot. It definitely looks like some hobo people live here. Where are you going, Megan? Say hi to Emily, Paul, Abel, and Emmett. Emily called and Emmett said his ABCs on the phone. What would you like to say over the phone?
I don't know my ABCs yet.
You don't know any tricks.
No, I'm just gonna go eat all that off.
Okay. And we have, let me turn on, here's the fireplaces in the basement that smoke, so I'm going to put another wood stove down here. I'm actually going to meet a guy to possibly buy one. This would be really cool to have a stove down here to heat up this whole area. And we put I got a free TV from work, we put a TV on the wall here, so that works. Just nailed it to the back of the concrete foundation with a hammer drill, and this is a crappy shelf that I made. I'm going to rip that apart. And here's all the extra, here's Megan's bike. Here's all the extra flooring, wood flooring that we have. That's neat. And I guess we're going to keep it. I was going to sell it on Craigslist. Megan wants me to keep it. And in case we do the breezeway or the little extra room that's some sort of laminate flooring, redo all that and make the whole house match. And I probably will, just because I had so much fun doing it by the end, and now that I know how to do it. We got a couch, and the coffee table and rug was right here, but with the water we had to pick that up. That's really it. I know it looks kind of trashy, but it's just what it is. It's where we live. Okay, see you later. Bye.